Today on Forbes, it's huge. Trump's jumbo jet obsession through the years. Donald Trump has plane envy. On Monday, he marveled, quote, "You look at some of the Arab countries and the planes they have parked alongside the United States of America's plane. It's like from a different planet." To compensate, Trump is now considering accepting a plane from Qatar, an energy-rich monarchy that has long sought to curry favor with the U.S. president. About the gift offer, Trump said, quote, "A very nice gesture." Also, a gesture that plays directly to the ego of a billionaire who has long preferred oversized planes, personalizing airliners too big to land in some airports over the more nimble jets that most executives prefer. Trump's planes, impractical as they may be, definitely make a statement. Aviation pro George Rienstra says, quote, "From an ego standpoint, hey, you land with an aircraft like that, you can interpret that the way you want." Alan Marcus, a communications consultant who used to ride on Trump's old Boeing 727, interprets it like this, saying, quote, "It's an extension of who's got the biggest penis." In the late 1980s, when Donald Trump was making all sorts of ego-fueled purchases, like the Plaza Hotel and a professional football team, he bought part of struggling Eastern Airlines, then converted it into Trump Shuttle, a service connecting New York, Boston, and Washington, D.C. The business flopped, but Trump snapped up one of its Boeing 727s and converted it into his personal jet. Trump's plane fit the era: velvety red chairs, rich wooden tables, thickly framed art. Marcus says, quote, "It always looked good, but, for example, it didn't have noise arresters on it, so we couldn't land at LaGuardia after, I think it was 11 o'clock at night. And I remember the first time I was on the plane, I said, what else is missing?" Trump, whose representatives did not respond to a request for comment, decided to upgrade eventually. In 2008, he approached broker Ben Siriman, interested in a Boeing 767. Siriman pointed out that it would be hard to land in some places. In recounting the story, Siriman says, quote, "So then he said, all right, find me a 757. The 757 is a slightly smaller model that was still too big to land everywhere. The broker connected Trump with a friend who lined up the plane of Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen, a 1991 Boeing 757. Before purchasing the plane, Trump contacted another aircraft professional, Eric Roth, who specializes in tricking out interiors of private planes, sending him to take a look and bring back photos. Trump went ahead with the deal and got to work on the redesign, ultimately spending roughly $37 million on the plane. Roth says, quote, "As a developer, you're going to have plenty of architects and designers on staff, or certainly at your disposal. And in this case, it wasn't that at all. It was just him and myself." Drawing inspiration from Trump's penthouse, Roth came up with a design featuring marble, creams, and an abundance of gold. Even the seat buckles received a 24-karat coating. Trump wanted a big TV with a great sound system to watch movies. He liked the idea of his family crest stitched into the headrests. And he had an unusual dining request. Roth laughs as he says, quote, "An area in the galley for Oreos." I said to him, "Mr. Trump, really?" He goes, "I love Oreos." Trump still owns the plane. He used Air Force One during his first term, then upgraded the 757 while out of office, adding, among other flourishes, a prominent American flag to its tail. Trump Force One, as the president's fans sometimes refer to it, became a moneymaker during the 2024 presidential race, with Trump's campaign funneling more than $5 million of donor money into his business as he jetted around the country. For full coverage, check out Dan Alexander and Kyle Kahn Mullins' piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.